Gilakasla means welcome, glad to see you, although I don't know who you are. But God knows who you are, and He knows me. You know, God is a God that loves you, regardless of who we are, what we are. I thought of it this morning, of where my life was and where it is today. I talked to my grandkids the other day, but when you see the people out there, homeless, it's hard for them to see me there before. You see, you put your life in it to someone, they'll come. That's where my heart was. There was a man, I was ready to pass out in a park. He picked me up. He was a mamatla. You know what mamatlas are? He was a white man, and I'm an Indian. Because those days, they don't really care for you much. But he picked me up. He brought me home. This day, that was 42 years ago. This day, I don't forget it. When someone puts their love into something, into someone, they'll come. Right? I said, God, I don't know who you are. If you're real, I will follow you if you take my life back. You see where I'm at today, 42 years later? You follow what's put in your heart. Although I did not know God, I just remember my mom and my dad that served God. And yet I didn't want to follow what they did. I thought I was really good then. But thank you for allowing me to stand here in this beautiful church where God dwells also in here for you to receive in your heart, to reach out to other people. Let's think about people that are out there. It hurts to see them. But put your heart into, through your mouth, and pray for them. The other day, trying to remember who, one of the nurses asked me, how did you come out of that? I was sent to Nanaimo Hospital one day because of my kidneys. I've been suffering with my kidneys for, more than 65 years I've been suffering with my kidneys. And one day I was sent to Nanaimo Hospital. I was Pastor Don. I was laying in a hospital, and there was 6 other patients there with kidney problems, and they were suffering. I could hear them crying. But I was laying there. All I did was pray for them. Pray for those people that were crying. Families at home. I also have families at home. But I told Pastor Don, I didn't even remember my own problem. I just prayed for those people. That day, that night, they told me to rest because they were going to give me surgery in my arm to put, so I can start with my, what do you call it? Dialysis. That day, the doctor came again. Gave me blood tests and everything. You could go home now, Willie. You're getting better. Why is that? You pray for people that are suffering more than you. Nakwaxda'xw, thank you again for allowing me to stand here with you. And someday we will share together. I think of that song, our song, not our song, but in our language. And the sweet by and by. And there's a word in it that someday we will meet again. I think of my wife. She left me 3.5 years ago. but she served God. So think of God. He lets you have what you need, not what you want.